you're a professional?
Are you?
That's it, Clark. Show him who's boss.
Oh, we're all in this together.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the Clark Griswold YouTube channel. I am Mr. Clark Griswold, and if you are a first timer, then welcome to the channel. I'll remind you guys, if you like the videos, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, and when you do that, hit that bell. That bell will give you the notifications when I send out my daily videos for daily setups, weekly setups, monthly setups, learning videos, informational videos, motivational videos. You can also follow me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold, and let's get started on our 1 week swing plays. You can grab a piece of paper and a pen if you'd like to write this stuff down. I'll run through a bunch of plays. I will give you the triggers on when you should enter them. Today, or this week, I guess, there are a ton of hammer candles. They're just, with everything that happened with Ukraine and everything else, that's the way we ended up, and there's a lot. I can't possibly go through all of them. I have my own set of stocks that I go through and I scan, and out of those I found 63 possible setups for the weeklies. And I'll give you a reminder, when you're looking at your weeklies, make sure you get your expiry for, you can do 1 week, probably 2 weeks out. Okay, and these plays that I'm giving you, they don't always work out. I'll show you one play that didn't work out for me. I went into Keurig last week, so I based it off of this green bar here. It was a 2 down that finished green, so I took my trigger right at this white dotted line, 3863. And we went in, up, and we failed, and I took it for about a 30% loss. I only had 3 contracts. I think it was about $150. So not a huge issue, but they don't always work. But majority of the time they should. If this would have gone a little higher, for me, like, realistically, you should be taking your targets at the top of the next wick. So here, top of this green candle here. Now, if I would have gotten to this range, I probably would have taken profit on them, just because I always say to take, 10, 20, 30% profit consistently. I'll take those all day long. And does it suck when the thing runs, to 150%? Yep. But I did make 30%, which is quite a bit. And I would rather take 30 than wait for it to try and run and end up even or less at a minus 30. So anyways, let's get started here. Like I said, I have way too many of these to go through. And if I do it, you'd probably be looking at like a 40-minute video. I'll go through a few. I'll show you guys the setups, and then we can go through the names. You guys can copy down the names and take a look at time frames and other things like that. We can look at Roblox right now. So Roblox has this hammer candle. And as I said, there's a ton of hammer candles out there. And all that is you'll see a big long wick to the downside with this green hammer that you would, I don't know how to explain it other than that. You have a big long wick with a big high-low here, or open-close, however you want to look at it. And that's what you consider a hammer. It looks like a hammer. So we have a hammer that was 2 down and finished green. So hammers are bullish patterns, bullish signals. And the opposite of this, where this thick part of the candle would be at the bottom, would be a shooter. So you could think of it as like a golf club or a hockey stick, or whatever you want to look at it as, but that would be considered a shooter. So we have a hammer on the weekly. We also have a hammer on the daily with an inside bar and a holy grail. So I will also be doing a daily video for you guys, so check that out as well. And then tomorrow you guys will have the monthly video as the month turns over at the end of the trading day tomorrow. And we start a new month, so there's a big swing trade setup, possible setups that we can go through there as well. So Roblox has a hammer candle, and all we're doing again, guys, is just the top of this candle is our trigger. Okay, so the top of the wick where this pink line is at $50.63, we would take calls, or we would buy common shares at $50.63. And your first target realistically, or your first order of magnitude, would be at the top of this red wick here at about 74.18. If you take profits before that, that's perfectly fine. Profit is profit. I'll always say that, and you should always take profit when you can. So we'll just go through a couple here. Roblox, take a quick look at SPY. So SPY has the same thing. SPY has this hammer candle and this big long wick down here. So all the shorts are getting stopped out. And so a hammer candle, as I said, bullish signal. We'd be taking calls on SPY on the weekly at 437.75. We don't have the time frame continuity there, so just watch that. I'd like to take trades that have full time frame continuity, but it doesn't always have to be that. If we go look at Peloton, Peloton has setups on the weekly and daily as well. So we had an inside bar on Thursday. Then we had this 2 down that was red. But a lot of times what happens, we get a rev strat is what it's called. So we'll go down, trigger this to the downside, and then the following day we'll come back up. It's called a rev strat. So again, our trigger on this reversal would be $30.29 at the call. And then we also have an inside bar on Peloton, and we'll go through that on the daily video. QQQ is another one. On SPY is very liquid. The bid-ask price, there's usually only a couple cents between them. The option premiums are very low, usually very low on SPY. Same thing with QQQ. So QQQ, another one of these big hammer candles with a big long wick. Okay, so calls at 346.20 on QQQ. Roku inside bar on the 1 week. So just showing consolidation last week, and we're hoping that it breaks out one way or the other. It did finish as a green candle, and there aren't really big wicks on either side, so we'll see where it opens on Monday. But calls for Roku would be 139.75, puts at 112.28. If you're watching these videos for the first time and you don't really know candlesticks, you should find a video to figure that out. If you know a little bit about candlesticks, well, the inside bar is basically we don't pass the high or the low of the previous day's bar. Okay, we stay within the previous day's range. So we didn't cross below it, we didn't cross above it. And an outside bar, which you see on the daily chart on your top left over here, is the exact opposite. So we break the low and we break the high of the previous day's range. And we can go look at Space, SPCE, Virgin Galactic. Again, we have this 2 down that finished green. So we'd be looking for calls at 9.21. If we go down to CVX, one of these plays had a holy grail. So outside bar on Chevron, CVX. So we can take calls at 140.48. And I didn't even put in the puts just because we have this, we're showing this time frame continuity to the upside. And we have this hammer here. So I didn't put it in. We can. It's on the weekly, so it's likely that it could come to the downside. And on the weekly outside bar put play, if we need it, is 130.58. And then we'd be taking profit at 129.30. And then our second target would be at 123.21. I think Cisco was here's a Cisco. This is the one I was thinking of. So Cisco has a 3-1 setup. So if you follow Rich at Trading Wars, this is his holy grail. It's an outside bar followed by an inside bar, and they usually end up being very powerful patterns. Okay, so if you look on the hourly, we had one here on the bottom left of Cisco. We had a 3-1, okay, and we dropped below, and we took out first targets and a little bit more. So you would have made some good money on Cisco there if you would have played this hourly 3-1 setup. So we will look for that on here. Calls would be at $57.16, puts at $53.21. So if we cross the high of this inside bar or the low of this inside bar, we're getting into the play. And then our targets are here at the top of this wick of this outside bar, so 57.69, and you could probably even let it go a little bit higher into this top of this broadening formation. And then same thing, if we're coming down, your bottom target would be about 52.74, but you can probably let it go to about 52.42 to hit the bottom of that broadening formation. But again, it's up to you, but I always do suggest to take your profit. I'd never want to see you guys go from green to red. I've done it plenty of times and it sucks. You think it's going to come back or go higher, you're sitting at 20% or 30%, and you're like, it's got to go higher. I know it can go higher. And then you don't have stop losses in place, and you lose it so fast, and you're down minus 20%. And then you think, it can come back. I know it can come back. And you know what? Sometimes it does. I've had that happen where I've sold out, stop losses are in place, and I've sold, and it comes back up. And that's just part of the game, part of the way we play the stocks. But there's always opportunity to get back in to win that money back and to get that money back. Okay, so what else can we go through here? I'm trying to remember. I have a list of cheap option plays that I like to look at every day. So Pfizer was a 2 down that finished green, so we can look for calls at 48.24. Nike, I don't remember if I went through this one with you guys, but I like to play Nike a lot. Nike has we have a red hammer here. Again, a hammer is a bullish signal. It is red, but we also had this inside bar. So when we have an inside bar and we go one direction, the probabilities are high that we can come back up and have a reversal on this. So our reversal on this, we'd be taking calls at 147 or 141.86, $141.86. Lucid is another one that has cheaper premiums. And again, we got a 2 down that finished green. So we'd be looking for calls at $27.34 on Lucid. KO usually has cheap premiums as well. Coke, you just have to make sure the volume is there so that it runs. So here's the thing on Coke. So we had an outside bar. We also have this hammer candle with this super long wick showing that all the shorts were getting stopped out and the bears are taking over. Plus, on this one, we do have time frame continuity on the yearly, the quarterly, and the monthly. So that's something we can look at on Coke, and taking calls at $62.91. So again, those are some of the plays. I'm going to go through all of them with you guys right now just so you can see. American Airlines, here, 2 down green, calls at $17.94. Adobe, 2 down green, calls for $69.21. AFRM, 2 down green. AMC, we have plays on the weekly and the daily. So weekly, we have this Rev Strat, so calls at 18.20. And AMC on the daily, we have this 2 up candle, barely 2 up. And it did finish red, so we could look for puts at $16.56 on AMC, but you'll see those on the daily videos. Then we have AMD, 2 down green, hammer candle. Amazon, which I don't normally play, we can look at it. It's got really high premiums, so for guys with smaller accounts, it's hard for you guys to get into these, but this has a big hammer candle, calls at 3,083. Activision, ATVI, 2 down green, full time frame to the upside. BA, Boeing Company, Rev Strat to the upside. We'd be looking for that one. CCL, that's Carnival, Rev Strat to the upside again. CRM, Salesforce, 2 down green, so calls on that one. D-Dog, Rev Strat to the upside. Disney, another one I really like to play. I play this quite often just because I really love Disney. And I love Disneyland, and so do my kids, so that's a Rev Strat to the upside. DraftKings, DKNG, big bullish green bar here. 2 down that finish green. DocuSign, 2 down green. Etsy, 2 down. It's an outside bar, so we can take calls or puts on Etsy. You can take a look at that one. Edwards Life Sciences, another outside bar, so we can take calls or puts on that one depending on the highs and the lows of that outside bar. Hammer Candle on Facebook, 2 down green. Fubo has a 2 down red. What else do we got here? GameStop, 2 down green. GS, Goldman Sachs, 2 down green. Hammer bar, 2 down green on the Hood, Robinhood, HOOD, Keurig Dr. Pepper. We've gone through big outside bar on Coke. Gone through that one. Lucid, we've gone through that one. Lowe's, LOW. Again, 2 down green. Lululemon, again, this one has high premium, so smaller accounts won't be able to trade this, but it's got a hammer candle, 2 down green. MasterCard, 2 down green. Monster, 2 down green. Oh, that's an outside bar on Monster, so we can take highs. We've run through this one. Highs at 87.10, puts at 76.30. Sorry, calls at 87.10. Moderna, 2 down green. Marvel, 2 down green. Hammer candle. 2 down green on Netflix. Nike, we went through. Nvidia, NVDA. We have a 2 down green with a hammer candle. ORCL, that's Oracle, 2 down green, hammer candle. Pfizer, PFE, 2 down green. Pins, that's Pinterest, has an outside bar. Palantir, PLTR, 2 down green. Plug Power, 2 down green with a hammer candle. Peloton, PTON, is a Rev Strat to the upside. PayPal, 2 down green. QQQ, we went through that one. Roblox, we've done. SE, that's C Limited, 2 down green. Snap, 2 down green. There's a Rev Strat to the upside with a, like I said, 2 down green. Space, Virgin Galactic, I think we went through that one. SPY, I trade every day, so I always look for signals on SPY and triggers on SPY. SQ, that Square, has an outside bar. TD Bank has a 2 down red. We look for a reversal on that one. Teladoc, TDOC, 2 down green. Tech L is a technology bull. 3X has a 2 down green with a hammer candle. Twitter, 2 down green. Uber, 2 down green, hammer candle. UPST has an inside bar. I can't remember if we went through this one, but again, inside bars are very powerful. Upstart will be one that I'll be looking at on Monday. 140.09 for calls, puts at 101.52. VRM, 2 down green. Ford Motor Company, 2 down green, hammer candle. And that's an inside bar previously, so that's a Rev Strat to the upside. Lyft is a Rev Strat to the upside. ProShares, Dow 30, 2 down green. DIA, it's a Dow Jones Industrial, 2 down green. GE Electric Company, 2 down green. Full time frame to the upside on GE, so pay attention to that one. Chevron is an outside bar. Russell 2000 ETF through iShares is a 2 down green with a hammer candle. It's actually a Rev Strat, so watch for that one on Monday. And then Cisco was the last one. So that's it for the week, guys. Check out the daily video, the monthly video coming out soon. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you did not, give me a thumbs down. Let me know why in the comment section. Either you did like it or you didn't. Comment either way, please. I'd appreciate those comments so I can help you guys out, help everybody else out. And I truly do appreciate everybody who has followed me, who has subscribed. If you haven't done that, please do that now. And same thing on Twitter. Give me a follow on Twitter. I appreciate all your follows and all your thumbs up and your likes and your comments. I'm here to help you guys out. I'm here to serve you guys. Everybody in this world is here to serve in one form, one way or another. Okay, and this is a way that I can help you guys out to help you guys improve your game and get on the right track. So like I said, if you have questions, feel free to ask me. I can help you guys out with anything. And that's it for this one, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.